dad's dead. He died last year, the day after Christmas, so happy fucking holidays. I've learned a lot in the last year since my dad died. The biggest thing being, ironically enough, that while there's nothing funny about the fact that I have a dead parent, there's nothing funnier than a dead dad joke. And for a lot of different reasons. The biggest one being that it's always relevant. My dad will never come back to life, and I won't ever have a moment of, oh shit, I can't do these jokes anymore. He was cremated, so even if he wanted to come back to life, his ashes are too spread apart. It's kind of fucked up. Another reason I love dead dad jokes is because people with both parents are always mildly uncomfortable. No matter what. No matter how many times I've said it, it's always like that brief, crushing moment of reality that like your parents will probably die before you, and for like a twinkling moment in time, you all get to feel the way I feel every single major event for the rest of my life. And I think that bridge of understanding is beautiful. I think my favorite type of dead dad joke has to be the one that's not a joke. The ones that happen on accident. So, you know, when someone's like, oh, where did you grow up? And I say, oh, I grew up in Oklahoma/Arkansas. And then they'll be like, oh, so where do your parents live? And I'll say, my mom lives in Arkansas. They say, what about your dad? And I'll say, he doesn't. They don't usually laugh about that. A lot of things have changed for me. My sex life is a fucking mess. Like it was before my dad died, but especially now. I didn't have sex for a year and a half. The and a half part I can kind of blame on my grief. The year part was just solely my unfortunate attraction to men. Cannot really blame that on anyone else. But so here's why it's been hard. So pre-December 26, 2019, I had always been a daddy's bitch. Not to be confused with daddy's girl, because had I been a daddy's girl, I wouldn't have grown up to be a daddy bitch. Basically what I'm saying, so, I like to call men daddy. I'm into that kink. I was. So, like, the song Notorious B.I.G., or the song Big Papa by Notorious B.I.G. is on every single Spotify playlist I've ever made, because I will call you Big Papa, and you will love it. It's a little hard for me now, though, because, so here's the thing, my dad's dead. So I have this, I'm very, very terrified of being like naked and vulnerable and like a man being inside of me and slipping up and calling him daddy, because, you know, that's a moment when he's supposed to be looking at me like, oh, bitch, you know? But I'm terrified that for a split second he might look at me with eyes that say, I am so sorry that this happened to you. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. Because there's nothing in the world that turns me off more than a man who cares about my well-being and respects my feelings. Like, just thinking about it right now, my pussy just went inside me. I'm disgusted. So it's been hard. I thought I found a loophole. So here's the thing, in case you don't know, and you have a dad. Is when the most important, emotionally unavailable man in your life dies, you have to have a secondary emotionally unavailable man. So what I'm saying is, around this time last year, I had a huge crush on this boy, right? Huge crush. I wanted to fuck him so bad. So one night I was thinking about it, right? You know, I had a J in one hand, my J in the other, so to say. And I had this vision. I thought it was an epiphany, but not quite, but I had this vision, and this vision, it like still fucking haunts me like to this day. Before I tell you what this vision was, there are 3 things that you need to know. The first being that this boy also has a dead dad. He has a great sense of humor, and third and most important, he knows I'm batshit fucking crazy. So, recap, 3 things. Dead dad, good sense of humor, I'm crazy. So I had this vision, right? We're naked. We're getting it. Things are fucking hot. They're steamy. We're going at it. And I let one slip. Just one quick little, daddy. And I know I just said I have a hard time doing this, but here's where the loophole comes in. The reason I thought I could call this man daddy is because he's one of the only people in this world who I think I could call daddy, but then follow it up with #triggered. And while I'm pretty sure he would have gone soft inside of me, I think he would have laughed. And that right there is top tier intimacy. And 2020 has taught me a lot about raising my standards and going after what I want. So if I can't joke about my dead ass dad when you're in me, I don't fucking want you. He tried to fuck my roommate, so really he didn't want me, but that's a whole other conversation. Basically what I'm saying is the holidays are really hard, especially for those of us who are grieving, so be fucking nice. And if you do know somebody who's grieving and you're wondering what you could do for them, I would suggest maybe just platonically eat her pussy and help her put hoe back in holidays. Thank you.